today's episode, we're going to be talking to Miss Stephanie. She is one of our nail techs here at the retreat, and I am so excited to sit down and chat with you.
Thank you for
Yes,
having me.
of
This
course.
is gonna be fun.
I know. I'm so excited. So, give me a little bit of your background story.
So, background story: mom of two little girls.
Mom of
Lovely,
two.
Yes. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was like, you know what? For my sake and everybody's sake, I'm done.
I need to get back to work. We all
Yes.
know what that feels
Yes,
like.
that's definitely where I decided, I want to go to school and be a nail
Yeah.
tech. Yeah,
Okay.
very drastic, right? It's like dump the kids and let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this. I am ready to get back out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my background.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
What do you enjoy the most about being a nail technician?
I think, I'm such a like people's person. I love meeting new
Yeah.
people, just get to know them,
We always
hear
have
about the stories.
Yes, that's what I was
Yes.
about to say. We always have the greatest combos when it comes to like stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, what kind of person I'm gonna get today?
Yeah, you sometimes like you never know, especially if you've never had that client before,
Oh
like
yeah.
they're a new person
It's
here.
like
You're
a date,
starting from
right?
Yes. Oh my God, that is
Yeah,
a
it's like a
perfect
date.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get to know them a little
You have
bit.
to like kind of go through the little bit of the awkward phase right in the beginning of like, hi, my name is
Yes. Are
whatever.
you from here?
Yeah,
Like,
where are you
yeah.
from?
And it's so crazy because I've noticed, like new appointment, new person. It's like, what are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, you kind of
That's
are you like trying to like prep yourself and like your talking points like before?
Yes. I'm like, okay, like I kind of like by the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I repeated myself so much
I
that
know.
I'm
I
like,
had like almost like the same
yes.
conversation like 5 times.
It's so bad. I'm like, okay, like I'm pretty sure my coworkers are like, really? You just asked that question to the next person? Like, what are we doing?
I know,
But
right?
it's just good. I like the conversations.
Yeah.
Some people do open up and some people don't, and it's
Right.
just nature.
Yeah, that's okay.
At first, I used to take it very personal, but I was like,
Really?
yeah, because I was like, they don't want to talk to me. Am I like not good of a nail tech? Like,
Or yeah,
but I'm
can
like,
I
you know
not have
what?
like a
That's
good
just,
conversation?
maybe they're just not having a
Good.
connection or a good day. Like,
Yeah.
who knows? So I was just like, okay,
We don't really talk about that much about like how I mean, I feel like that happens often enough that like if you're not connecting with your client or you're not, engaging with them in or if they're not engaging with
with
you,
you.
I guess like how you respond to that.
Oh yeah.
Like that is I feel like something we don't really talk about very much.
Yes.
Because it can feel a little bit like you get like anxious.
Yes.
Like did I say something wrong to them to offend them, or
Definitely.
is it me? Or a lot of the times I feel like it's just maybe they're not having a good day.
Yes, for
Or
sure.
they just don't want to talk.
Or maybe you're not the person to connect with.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I have said that before many times. Like, there are plenty of people out there.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're not connecting with me, or, maybe it's not necessarily like the job that I did. Maybe I did a great job on you and you liked your nails, but maybe you just didn't feel like you had that connection.
Well, yeah, and
That's
especially it's
okay.
like you come to the spa, it's like maybe your me time and you just want some quiet.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we sometimes forget. I'm like, maybe this mom that's sitting right here has 3-4 kids. She's very busy and just wants some quiet time.
Just wants some
Yeah.
quiet time. Doesn't
Yeah.
want to have to talk or, feel like they're being interviewed.
Oh, for sure. It's like, wait, I thought I was
they
coming
just-
for a pedicure.
yeah,
Like, what are you doing,
They
ma'am?
just want to sit down. They just want to relax, decompress.
Yeah.
Like that is part of coming to the spa. A lot of people like to talk. That's their way of decompressing or, letting things
Yeah.
out. And there's also the other side where they don't want to talk.
Oh,
They
for
don't
sure.
want to say anything. They don't want to talk about anything. They don't want to know your stories or anything like that.
They're like, they don't want to know your drama.
I know, right? But yeah, they're just here to decompress, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel you on that because I feel like maybe I took it a little bit personal too when I first started, and I completely forgot about that. It's been so long, but it's definitely an adjustment too,
Yeah.
because it's like almost like a light switch. Sometimes you go from a client who wanted to just decompress and not talk, and then you kind of get in that flow, and you're
Yes.
just like doing all the things, like whatever, da 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 da, and you're just like in your own head too, having your own thoughts,
Yes,
whatever,
for sure.
and then you get another client right after, and they're like the polar opposite.
It's like they're talking out of their ears, and you're like,
And then you're
okay.
just like, oh my God, okay,
I know.
let's like switch the light and
Yes,
just
for
like
sure.
flip it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, what led you to doing nails? Was it just that you got tired of being like a stay-at-home mom, or you just like wanted something
No, when I
different?
was a stay-home mom, I actually had my personal nail tech. It was like,
You had a personal nail
yes,
tech?
like I had somewhere to go and have these chats with, like,
Yeah.
yes, this girl. And I still, have a good friendship with her. I
Yeah.
love her to death. It's just like she's my therapist, like I'm like,
Y'all are truly.
girlfriend, if
I
I go
feel
down, you go down with me. Like, that's how deep that relationship is. Like, you know too
yes.
much. Like,
You know too much by now. I feel for whatever reason, I don't know why. I just feel like, I get my massages, get facials, waxing, stuff like
yeah.
that. But for whatever reason, I feel like the real drama and the real stuff like that like comes out when I'm getting my nails
Yes.
done. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm just like, ooh, I'm just gonna be like a queen today. I'm just gonna talk
Right?
all the
Yes.
drama with my nail tech. Like,
Yes.
I don't know why.
Yes.
I have
It's
that
just
like
different.
it is.
Because when you get a massage, there's no talking there.
There's really not supposed to be any
Yes. Yeah.
talking.
And
Yeah.
I like, so as a nail tech, when I started going to her, I actually met her through another friend. And I just liked the way I felt in there. I was just like, oh my God, like she's my girl. Like, and it was like every 2 to 3 weeks that I would be in there. And I just liked the way I felt.
Were you getting like just your nails done?
Yes,
or
no, I was getting my nails done. I was getting a pedicure like all the time, like back and forth services like all the time. So I was like, you know what? I like the environment. I really did like it. The gossip, the good vibes, like it was my me time, and I just like that. I'm like, I wish I could make somebody feel like this, that it's comfortable in their
That's
own
awesome.
skin, like
Yeah.
that. They don't have to put this barrier there, like, oh, I
They
can't.
can open up.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love that.
so with my clients, I'm like, if they go down, I go down.
I know, right? They
I'm like,
know
"It's okay,
everything.
it's okay."
Yeah. I mean, but it's about like having that connection though, and truly like I love that we kind of all have the same um the same feeling when it comes to like why we do what we do, like we are there to make people feel a certain way or give them the opportunity to feel that way,
Or maybe they just want to be heard.
Yeah. Maybe they're, they don't have the opportunity to like talk about things that they're going through, and they I think the most thing, which now I'm kind of like connecting the dots, is I think I feel that way whenever I'm getting my nails done. Not that I wouldn't feel this way if I was getting another service done, but I feel like I'm not going to be judged.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I feel like us women, we cater so much, with the family, husband, kids. We're all over the place.
Right.
All the time.
All the time.
Yes, exactly. It's like,
oh yeah,
yes.
we talk about this all the time.
Yeah, we cater so much that it's like, who sits down to like hear the
Us.
craziness I have going on?
Yes.
Like, it's like, oh, like example, today in the morning it's just like I was everywhere, and it's like,
yeah,
who do I complain about this? Like,
you're like, I need to get it out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And it's like you're gonna run back home and tell your husband about it. It's like,
no,
you don't get it, sir.
Yeah,
sorry,
you no,
just don't.
You don't get it. You don't understand. So why waste my breath sometimes?
Yes, it's like no. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. what is like something that you feel like you've overcome being a nail tech? I mean,
If
because
I'm being
how many
honest,
years has it been?
so this is going to be my second year at the retreat.
Second
Um,
year here.
yes, I
Woo!
know. It just time goes by fast.
How is that even
I know.
possible?
I'm like, what? 2 years?
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah. Back to your question.
Yes.
I'm like processing 2 years. Wow.
I know.
Yeah. I think it was the language, if I'm being honest.
I feel like you were gonna say that, so I
Yes.
was. Yeah, I definitely could see that.
Yes, very fluent in Spanish. So like 100%
I love
speaking
that.
English, like, you know.
Se habla español.
I know. Like 100% of the time is like, whoa, like way out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
You're like, I mean, because your first language was Spanish.
Mhm.
So I have this conversation sometimes with other Hispanic people,
Mhm.
is like, whose first language was Spanish,
Mhm.
is like, because my first language was English, but I grew up with Spanish speaking.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say that I'm fluent, but I would say maybe I'm like 50%
Yeah.
that I could, and I can definitely understand
Oh, for
what you're
sure.
trying to
Yes.
say to me. But like, when you're thinking, you translate from Spanish to English,
It's so bad.
and that is so much harder
Yes. It's
than
so
it
bad.
is to translate from English to Spanish,
Yes, because you never
because a
want
lot of things are backwards.
backwards, and you don't want anything to be like misunderstood. you know?
Right. Mhm.
So it was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I remember, like, when I started working here, I was just like, I kind of would keep myself, just to myself
I know.
for the same
It's
reason.
intimidating though.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
like everybody around you is
Mhm.
obviously so fluent,
Yes.
but then at the same time, like, you want to get to know people,
Mhm.
you want to get to like talk to
Yes.
them and stuff
Oh, for
like that,
sure.
but yeah,
Just make sure that I'm communicating the right way, and I don't
right,
like
you're not
nothing is.
coming off the
Yes.
wrong way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it has happened.
Right.
Yes. I'm like, oops.
But then, that's just a learning thing.
Yeah.
Like, then you learn from that experience, and either you learn from it and don't make it again, or if you
Yeah.
do make it again, it's just one step at a time.
Oh,
Like, you're
for
just
sure.
constantly trying to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love hearing you speak Spanish because it makes my heart happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't hear it anymore. Like, literally the only person in my family is just my grandma now.
Aw.
Well, I mean, I have older family,
Mhm.
but they're like all
They're
over
all
the
the
way.
place, yeah.
So, and my grandma is definitely not speaking Spanish to me.
Yeah.
So,
She's like, no, not even gonna.
yeah. So it's like that warm feeling whenever I hear her speak Spanish. I'm like,
I know, it brings you
it
back
like
to,
takes
like,
me back.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you're little and around family and stuff.
I
Yes, for sure.
know. I had this conversation with Travis the other day though, where I was just like, you know what? I cannot die without just fully knowing Spanish. So I am trying my best. I'm gonna get back on it, and I hope you'll help me.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
I
speak
just feel
Spanish
like
to me
if you
here.
already have the background of, like, you hear it.
I know, because
becomes,
me, you,
like,
and Rocco,
nature.
we're always
I
like
know.
chit chatting,
We're just like talking
or we
smack
say like,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. But it is nice to like have like different diversity here, even within the retreat, because
Mhm.
I think it pulls in more people that just feel comfortable,
Yeah,
like,
especially being so close to San Antonio.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's all different diversities here in New Braunfels now, and
Mhm.
it's like such a thing to make sure that everybody feels comfortable
Yes.
and everybody's welcome here at the
Oh,
retreat,
yes, for sure.
because we're just one big happy family.
I know. We just want to make everybody feel comfortable.
Exactly. So the evolution of nails has changed so much, even from like when I was little. Like, I specifically remember getting my nails done when it was actually for my cousin's quinceanera.
Ooh.
I was in her quinceanera, and I don't even remember if it was like a requirement or whatever, but I got
Everybody
my
wants to look
dad took
good.
me to go get my nails done, and I think I got like the silver tips, like the silver French tips or
Yeah.
whatever. I was like 11. I had no business getting my nails done, especially acrylic, because that's kind of all that was
Yeah.
there at the
Yes.
time. I want to say that he paid like I want to say it was like $28. And it was done in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was, I just,
The little nails.
yes, I know, little nails, right? I was 11 years old. I had no business. Like, I don't know what you were thinking about taking
Yeah.
me, but at that time, he was just like, whatever I'm supposed to do, like,
Mhm.
you know. But the evolution has changed like so much. Like, what has become difficult,
Keeping
or
up with the trends.
the trends,
I
girl?
want to say that a trend max will last a month, and then
A
we're on.
month?
Yes, and then we're on to like the next thing.
Are you like TikTok and like
I
Instagram? Like,
see all the stuff, and it's kind of overwhelming,
yeah,
because I
because even
feel
what
like
I see, I'm like, how the hell are those girls doing this?
yes,
Like, this is wild.
yes, it's very overwhelming. It's good for business,
Right.
but as a nail tech, I want to say that it's very overwhelming because it's like, okay, I just learned how to do the chrome.
Right.
We're jumping up to like the fancy stuff.
Oh
Like
my
what?
gosh. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
It is.
and the nail art.
Yes.
Oh my god, the nail art. Some
Mhm.
people are like freaking Picasso on nails.
Mhm.
It's wild.
insane.
Or like, I'm just like, how? And the time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to spend 3 hours getting my nails done.
Yes.
I want to be. I'm just one of the. I'm that person where I want to be in and I want
You
to
know
be out.
why? Because we're moms.
That's
We're on
probably
a
why.
schedule.
That's probably why. 100%. That is
We're
definitely
in a
why.
schedule. I don't
I'm
have
like,
time for the nod.
no,
I gotta go.
I don't got it. I just need it to be one color.
Yes. There
And
you
just
go.
do my toes and my hands at the same color.
Yes.
I don't need to like mix it up.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, why do you? I mean, because like I said, my dad, I think he paid like $28.
Yeah.
Like a full set now is what?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
70.
We start at
enough?
70.
Yeah, 70 enough.
Like, that's a huge price point.
Yes.
Why do you think it's increased so much? Is it just product?
Okay, let's be honest.
Time?
It's not like you're sick and the doctor said, "Ma'am, you need to go get your nails done." It's a luxury.
It's a luxury.
It's a privilege to get your nails done.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's like, just keep
It's
that
a
in mind all
special
the time.
thing. Yeah.
It's your personal
'Cause-
treatment.
Definitely. Because even like now, like I'm not getting my I'm not getting my nails done unless it's for something. For
special
event,
occasion.
I'm going on vacation,
Yes.
something like that. Like
Yeah.
definitely, I mean, it is for sure luxury.
Yes.
Because I mean, it's kind of like lashes.
Mhm.
You know, like you can get your lashes done. You can get your nails done, and you could do the $150 set.
Yeah.
Or you could do the 70 set. It's completely up to
Yeah.
you. Like, I'm sure you're just like not taking it personal. Like,
No.
this is the price.
Oh yeah.
You could pay this or you could pay this. And either way is great.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's completely up to you because it is a
It
luxury.
is a luxury to
Yeah.
just get your nails done. It's
Because we do have some clients who come in just more for like maintenance, right?
yes.
They just are they don't even want a color. They just want to take care of their toes or their
Yeah.
hands and make sure everything is clean and good
I
to
feel
go.
like a lot of our clients come in more for pedicures than it is for manicures.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would definitely agree. Our pedicures are whew.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Especially our pedicure of the season.
Oh,
Yeah.
pedicure of the season with the dranky
I
drank.
know.
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
the cherry
Just
on top, you know?
literally, yes, the cherry on top. I know. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and I love that we change it up too. Like,
Yeah.
it definitely is always something different.
Yes.
Like,
It's like,
even
what's gonna be for summer?
what's gonna be the summer drink,
Yeah.
or what's gonna be, I just love that it changes too. Like, even sometimes we'll be like talking about the next seasonal like scent or flavor or
Or
whatever,
drink.
and it's like, no, that's too similar to the one we did
Yeah.
like last
It's
year.
like, come on, we
Let's
can do
really
better.
switch it up. We can do better.
We can do better.
Yes. What is something that you feel like you don't like about doing nails, though? Be
Um,
honest with me, Stephanie.
I want to say that the bad experiences my clients have had, that bothers me
Oh
so
my
much,
gosh.
because then
You do have a servant's heart.
yeah, it's the, the expectations that they come in with, and I'm like,
Yeah.
if there's anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, please let me know.
Yeah.
Like, say something. Don't just
Say
sit there and
something
take
before
it.
I've already
Please,
done one
please.
whole hand, and now we're about to move on to
I'm
the
like,
other, and you're like, oh, I don't like it.
yeah,
The
no,
first nail.
please
The first
say
nail.
something.
Say
Like,
something.
yeah.
Don't make me do the
I
whole
have
thing.
clients that they're pretty much gone through like ugly services, and they just sit there and say nothing. I'm
They
like,
just take it.
no, that's a no.
Yes. If you're paying for it,
Yeah.
like you want to get what you want. You
Yeah.
know? Again, going back to like you could get a basic thing and pay for that, and that's great.
Yes.
Or if you want something more elaborate,
For sure.
or like, if you don't like that color,
Yeah.
you saw it, you thought you were going to like it, you thought that it was going to
It's
go great,
okay, you
and
know?
then it's on and
Yeah.
you don't like it, say something, and
Yeah.
then we can switch to a different color before I
Yes.
just do your whole set, and then you're like, I don't like the color, and then you're like,
Mhm.
okay, I don't have time to I
Change
have
it.
another appointment after you.
Yes.
So
I'm
sorry.
like, no, that's why I'm like, do you want to pick a second option? We'll swatch the
That's
colors
great.
before we do anything.
That's
you're
great.
Like,
Good for you.
100% happy with that.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like,
smart.
Yes. I'm like,
You're working smart, not hard.
Yes.
But you have to,
Yeah.
because especially right now, summertime, y'all are freaking slammed.
Yeah, we're busy. We're busy.
And like, I mean, I feel terrible. Like, what was it, like a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like, one of the clients she got her nails done, and then she came to get a massage.
Oh, and her
And-
toes like it's smushed or something.
I was doing a scrub on her,
Yeah.
and I like was scrubbing her feet, and then I like used the towel to like wipe off the scrub
Yeah.
before they get in the shower. And I like, as soon as I removed the towel, I just saw the polish just go, and I was
Oh my
all,
God. You're like,
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say
You're like,
anything just
tap it.
yet. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay. And then there's like scrub on it too. I was like, oh damn.
It's
So
okay. It's
yeah, I
okay.
was like, I ran up to the front and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I just totally messed up my
I
client's
always
nails.
tell clients,
Please tell me that there is somebody who has enough time to like fix it,
Yes.
because I feel terrible. It's totally
got
my
you, girl.
fault. I
We got
know. Y'all are so good though. Y'all are like, nope, yep, let's go.
Yeah,
Get her in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fix it
No, you're
super
good.
quick.
I always say, I'm like, it's best if they're here getting another service
Right.
than getting in their car and then they make it home and it's like, oh, half of the polish.
What
is
the
gone.
hell
Yes.
happened from point A to
Yeah.
point B? Like,
How did that
how
happen?
did that happen?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just glad it's like here and we can fix it.
Yeah, we're really good about that. Or I mean, and y'all too, like y'all just like make it happen. I don't know how y'all are like fairies back there, just like, yeah, bring him in, we'll got him. And I'm just like, okay, thank you, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do it, it wasn't on purpose.
No, you're like, maybe a little bit of purpose.
Maybe. Oh, I didn't know.
For pushing my
honestly.
appointment back.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's always like the time, we're on
Yeah,
the time.
y'all are always like, all right, let's go, let's make it happen. What are any kind of like nail experiences or stories? Do you have anything that pops to the top of your
horror
head?
story.
Girl, anything, honestly.
Okay, so I had a client come in. This was first time here at the retreat.
Oh god.
I know, it was like, she's like, I went somewhere else, and after that, like, I never wanted to go to another nail salon. So she came in because she had a gift certificate. And I'm like,
Okay.
So I was like, is there anything that you want me to, if you feel uncomfortable, like I said,
Right, yeah.
just let me know. She's like, okay. And then she finally opens up. She's like, my bad experience was I went to this nail salon, and I guess she had gone out like for a trip, and they were fishing and stuff like that. She kind of scraped like a little bit of her leg.
Oh.
And so she's going to get a pedicure, and she's like, hey, just avoid the area. I scraped myself, and it's still a little bit
sensitive.
Sensitive.
Yeah.
So just avoid the area. The lady's like, okay, I can fix it. And she's like, I can't fix anything about this. I just want you to avoid the area, right?
Wait.
So she's using, your normal, like,
The
the scrubbing,
scrub, the
everything. And then
lotion.
before the service ends, it's like she grabs like a little tube of like glue, just pours a little bit there.
Stop.
Yes, and she just sits there like nothing. And she's like, well, I went home, didn't think anything of it, and then the following day, it was a little scrape like this, size of a dime. The
No.
following day, she has this little scrape of a size of a quarter. And she's like, I had to go to the ER. It got infected. Oh my God.
Oh
I
my
lost it.
God.
And I was like, because you could see a scar after, yeah.
It's scarred.
Yes. It was
Oh
so
my
deep.
God.
The infection was so deep that they had to, like, clean it up. And yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Stop.
Yes, it was crazy. I was like, what?
You're like, okay, well,
I
that's
can
not gonna
fix
happen
it.
here.
I'm like, what? When she said that, I'm like, I just would have,
Gotten
okay,
up.
bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm running out of here. That's it.
No
Yeah.
way.
That was such a horror story. I was like,
That is a real thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, you hear all the time where people are getting infections, or they nick them and
They
that
get-
gets infected,
or they get a fungus.
or
It's-
right, fungus. Like,
Yeah.
we are very diligent
Yeah.
about cleaning our the pedicure
Yes,
tubs.
for sure.
I
For
mean,
the same reason.
yeah.
It's like, no, I wouldn't want my client to have a bad experience. Are
No,
you kidding me?
I know.
It will be the enemy.
That's
Like,
why I honestly don't like getting, because I know the way that we clean here.
Yes.
I will only get my pedicures done here every now and then, because getting in with y'all for hands
No,
is
we
like,
stay busy.
ooh.
We stay busy.
So every now and then, if I have to, like, if I'm again, I only get my nails done like if usually I'm going somewhere or I have an event, like, every now and then I will go somewhere, but I go back to the same place because I know exactly how
if you
they
see
do
anything
so their stuff.
sketchy, run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I mean, that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
Yeah.
I know the way that we operate here, and so I only like to come here because I don't know how everybody else is, or I've been there before and it was sketchy as hell, and I was like, nope, I'm not
Yeah.
going back. I'm not risking it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like, I get ingrown toenails
Yeah.
on my big toe. I'm gonna just be honest today.
Yeah.
Like, and I have to,
Yeah.
it's a specific way that you
Yeah.
guys have to do it, and I only trust here.
Yes.
And trust me, whenever I get my nails done or my pedicures done, like Noella especially, she's the one who typically will do them most of the time.
You don't trust me? I know.
That's not true. It's just trying to get in is like crazy.
know,
Plus, we
it's
trade a
easy.
lot too.
Yeah.
So, but she's always griping at me.
Yeah.
Because she's like, why are you doing these to your nails? And I'm like, look, I'm not a professional nail tech,
Yeah.
okay? I'm just trying to keep
I'm just trying to survive.
I'm just trying to survive and keep
Yeah.
them clips. Like, I don't do it 100% correctly, but she's like, oh, just come in here and get them done. I'm like, when, Noella? When am I going to come in here and get them done, okay? I'm doing my best over
Yeah.
here.
Oh my God. No.
I'm like, you're slammed, and then everybody else is slammed. I'm having to look like 3 weeks ahead.
Yeah, no. Even
It's
myself,
crazy.
there's times where I'm like, I don't want to look like a pretzel at home trying to do my own toes. And I'll go and get a pedicure somewhere, but because I know, I'm like, okay, please don't use that.
Yeah.
Or please don't do this. Like,
Right.
speak,
Yeah.
say something.
Say something.
And I'm pretty sure they're like, it's weird,
Yeah.
because I know.
They almost like get offended.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah.
wait, what does she know that I don't know?
Yeah.
Like,
They're like,
but I'm like, exactly. I'm like, don't use that petty file, or don't do this. Or
Right.
that's scrubbing too much. It's like,
Yeah.
You just have to say something.
I mean, everybody's different. Some people are more sensitive than
Yeah.
others. But yeah, I mean, there are plenty of places that don't necessarily use the right techniques
Oh, for sure.
or the right tools
Or the right product.
or the right products, and you're paying like 60 and up for a pedicure.
Yeah.
Even at the other places that are supposed to be quicker and cheaper, you're still
Yeah.
and so it's like, at that point, like, just come here.
Yeah.
and you're gonna spend maybe a little bit more, but the quality
Yeah, or
and everything is gonna
even
be
just give us
higher
a
and
try.
better.
If you give all these
I
other
love that,
places
Stephanie.
a try, it's like come and try us, and then if it wasn't your cup of tea, you can go back to your
Yeah,
45-minute appointment elsewhere.
right. Yeah, I love that.
But I'm like, give us a try.
Give us a try.
Yeah.
Like, one time. Like,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
you'll know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
You'll
a lot of
know
people,
what
and
you're
then,
missing out on.
and I know, right? And then a lot of people, like, they do come here,
Mhm.
and then they're like, oh, wow, this is really nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to come here now.
Yeah.
I know, because sometimes, like, especially when they go from y'all to back here, I always ask, like, if they've had a previous service, like, before me. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, how was your facial? Or how was your nail appointment? And every single time with nails, they're like, oh my God, it was so nice.
Yeah.
Like,
The
it was
fact that it's,
really
like,
nice.
quiet,
Yeah.
You don't hear everybody's shouting or,
Yeah.
everybody talking their business all over the place. And it's like,
Yeah.
because I've been to, a regular nail salon, and I'm just like, who's talking to me? Like, then I'll take the lady over there, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, any future goals as far as just trying to keep up with the trends?
Pretty much. That's like my main goal right now.
Yeah.
Keeping up with the trends. That's a good question. What else? I think that's it. Just keeping up with the trends.
Keeping up with the trends.
Yes, it's something new every day.
Yeah, I know. It's freaking wild.
Yeah.
Like, some of the stuff out there, I'm just like, wow, that's a lot of time and a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to redo it in 2 weeks.
Right. Redo it or follow up with the next one.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have, like, any top tips? What are your 3 top tips for nails?
Top 3.
Top 3.
Please.
3.
Keep your hands moisture.
Okay.
Use lotion. The same way we carry a hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Carry a pocket lotion.
The
please.
little baby ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your
the travel
hands
size.
will really appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm like, what are we doing? Are we just like constantly washing dishes all the time? Like,
I know. Girl, I know. My hands get so dry, especially during the winter time. Just because, like, especially with, like, using the oil for massage and stuff, or even, like, with facials, getting, like, your hands and stuff. But then we're also washing it off, like, 5 minutes later, or for massage, like, I all the way up to my elbow, like, I'm over here like this, and doing that over and over and over again, it dries them out faster.
Yes.
So, like, during the winter time, I'm just like, I mean, I've always had a problem with dry skin. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
I will do better. I will try.
Your
I will do better.
Will really appreciate it.
I do have, like, a little mini vitamin C Yonka hand lotion that does me real good. Yes. And it's not super oily or anything, so I do love that one. Yeah. I carry that one with me.
So that's like my main top.
Carry some lotion with you.
Yes, carry lotion. Yes, it's like your hands need it.
Yeah.
It's like my clients come in, my hands are so dry. How many times do you wash your hands today? Which is, I understand.
Yeah.
I feel like after COVID that we do it more.
We do it way more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, to top it off, the hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I know. Everywhere you go.
I'm like, please.
And if it's not the actual hand sanitizer, it's like the wipes.
Oh, for sure.
You're like constantly wiping.
Yes.
Or like you go to the grocery store, they have little wipes, you wipe off the cart, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's constantly stuff on your hands.
Like,
and it dries them out. They need
started
love.
Like a dry rash.
That's
it's
right.
So
I
bad.
forgot about that.
I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
So lotion. Now it's
lotion
my
them up.
bestie.
Okay. Alrighty. What? Anything else? Top 3? Can you think of 2 more?
Oil.
Cuticle oil.
Yes. And then here and there, use a scrub. on your
Yeah.
hands, you know,
Yeah.
and just kind of give yourself a little
Slough
treatment.
off the dry
Yeah.
skin cells.
Yeah.
Okay, got that.
Mhm.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for sitting down
Thank
and
you.
talking with me. I very much enjoyed our convo today. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media